You're giving the internet a show.
This piece is called Goodbye, Poppy. I hopped into the car riding high after an awesome color guard practice. I was nearly dripping in sweat. How was guard? Dad asked. I responded full of enthusiasm. I didn't catch the touch of sadness in his voice. Sam, he said gently, Poppy died. What? I cried. How come you didn't call? How come you didn't tell me? When? I just got the call on my way here. We're on our way to the hospital now. We rushed to the hospital. I could feel the pressure coming up, that feeling when you want to cry. You have to cry, but you can't. It comes up my throat and pushes on my nose and gives me a headache. It's just too much to absorb at once. I get dizzy, so I walk slowly, taking it all in. It smells of old people, a mix of decay and grass. I walk. The first thing I see as I enter room 337 is my cousin Andrea, draped over the bed, crying hysterically. Poppy's limbs were entangled with hers. Melissa, Aunt Pam, Junior, and Grammy were crying in the spots in the room they had become accustomed to being permanent fixtures at for the past few days. The rest of the day was a blur. Traditionally, Jewish funerals happened the day after the death, but since his death occurred after sundown, it would be the next day. I was scheduled to leave early so I could make it on stage by curtain call. Did I want to read something out loud? The pressure from within kept pushing and pushing, yet I couldn't cry. This is the accompanying picture. This piece is called Acada-me, Acada-you. Sam, you got mail. Read it, then help me come shovel, okay? My mom called as she entered the house, dropping the mail, then hurried outside. I went and fetched the mail from the door. Dad, mom, dad, residence, dad, mom, dad, parents of, the Academy letter. This was it. The sealing of my fate. When I opened the letter, one of the two things could happen. One, I can make it into the Academy. That would mean I'd have the same classmates for my 4 years of high school. I'd spend half a year at North and half at South. The summer before junior year, I'd go to France. I'd be practically set for life. I'd go to a good college, accepted nearly everywhere, and get a great job. I'd been preparing for over a year. The other option, not getting in, was simply not an option. I tore open the letter. Not accepted. Of course. I mean, they can only take 30 kids, 15 North, 15 South. Honestly, if they're going for diversity, how many Jewish girls could they take? I sat there in utter dismay. My mom walked in and attempted to console me. The phone rang. Hey, Sam, guess what? I got in! Anna shrieks at the other end. I put on my best happy voice as I congratulate her. My mom whispers to me not to tell her I didn't make it. So, did you make it? She asks. I didn't get the letter yet, I lie. Who else made it? I question. Meg, Katie, Daryl, Andrew. So I figured there might be one more. Don't worry, I know it'll be you. Thanks, I sigh with a heavy heart. Well, bye. I hung up the phone as she said her goodbyes.